My story has been coined the curious case of Jason Brown. Why? And for godly reasons, why? No one can explain. Why would this man leave the NFL, leave fortune and fame behind to pursue a life much more humbling, a life of humility, a life of service, something where there is no fortune or fame? And a lot of people, they looked at me as though something was wrong with me, as though, like, hey man, I don't know what you've got, but yeah, I don't want it. Like, you stay away from me. It might rub off on me, right? And almost as though what I had was a disease by the name of Secretariat that won the Triple Crown, something, a feat that is extremely hard and extremely rare to do. He won the last race by more than 30 lengths, unheard of, unheralded. When this great racehorse died, they performed an autopsy on his body. Now, the average racehorse, its heart weighs about 8.5 pounds. The heart of Secretariat weighed 22 pounds. Now, that is a marvel, pretty much a miracle for a horse to have a heart that large. Some medical professionals or veterinarians would say that that horse shouldn't have had a heart that big. And you know what? That's an abnormality. But yet, with what God gave him, he served his purpose. And he did something special. He did something unique. He did something world-changing, world-shattering. And when I look at the youth tonight, not physically is your heart, 3 times the size of everyone else's, but spiritually, on the inside, there's something working within your heart that has changed you and molded you into the youth that you are today. I was trying to find the real McCoy. If anyone doesn't know where that phrase was coined, a gentleman by the name of Elijah McCoy, an African-American gentleman, more than 100 years ago, he was an inventor. He holds more than 50 U.S. patents, specifically designated for the steam engine locomotive. Steam engines to make sure that they keep going. Now, of course, there were a lot of cheap knockoffs, and they looked the same, but they didn't function the same. And when they were used, their engines, they would break down. And guess what? Those steam engine operators, they said, we just don't want anything. We want the real McCoy. So if you're looking for the best and the brightest that our country has to offer, in our youth, look no further than this room right here. Amen. And mom is just listening. I'm sitting right behind her in the passenger seat. And this goes on for about 10 minutes. And if there's any shoulder that you can cry on, of course it's mama's, right? But mama didn't say a word. She let me ramble on until I said, Mama, is everything all right? All of a sudden, she lashed out at me. She said, you need to shut up. You need to shut up. I'm like, whoa. Like, what has gotten into this woman? And then she said that nothing of what you're going through right now can compare to what your brother is going through fighting for our country over in Afghanistan. Guys, I would have rather my mother smack me across the face. I would have rather she had taken off her belt and given me a good lashing, because what she had just shared with me verbally pierced me right to my soul. That taught me right then and there to never complain and to never give any excuses. Because no matter what you think you're going through on your worst day, there's always somebody else that is going through much worse. And little did I know that we were going to receive a phone call and a knock at the door the very next month, September 20th of 2003. My older brother was laid to rest.